Hi, I'm Harris, and today we're going to talk about why planning is not necessarily always the best thing to do when it comes to creativity. I'll explain why. As creatives, we're always trying to plan and get the best shot or product or piece of art that we want to do because we want to feel fulfilled. Having said that, we always waste too much time, I think, always trying to pick the best day to do things. So what I'm trying to say is, we always get a notepad and we write the ideas down, and we have guidelines basically. But when it comes to the day, we're like, I don't feel like it. Oh, it's raining today. Oh, I don't really mind. Oh, today I don't really want to do nothing. I just want to lay in bed and be a chicken. But whatever it is, my purpose in this video is to take you out on the field, out in the open, and shoot B-roll, get some photos and edit, and then take you into Lightroom and show you the editing process that I do. I had everything listed out on my notepad and I really wanted to do it. However, I was like, well, it's really windy today, I don't really feel like it. But that's the whole point. I watched a video by Peter McKinnon saying done is better than perfect, and I really want to live by that, and I'm glad I stuck with that today, because today I went out regardless. It wasn't London, it wasn't something exciting, but I took something very boring and just flipped it and tried to make the most out of it, and I feel very fulfilled because I went out there, I got my footage, and I'm really excited to show you what I filmed. Let's go, guys.
Every throne need a lord, every rose need a thorn, every sky need a storm. Should be died and we're born. I ain't one to forget, even the sun got a set. Every dog has his day, I just hope man today. Hey, you got the green but my bag and car. My family move like Salam and car. We bring the heat like it's my logo. You see the haters with mad anger. My face was made for the camera. Look like I might be from Panama. None of these rappers my caliber. Marking your death on my calendar. I'm trying to get to the top. I just been leveling up. I'll be the best of the best.
This has been really challenging, actually. Really hard, because I'm trying to manage two cameras, try and get some good B-roll of myself filming and shooting. Then I'm like, oh man, I gotta do photos as well. Whew. Man, I don't know how people hold 1DXs on one hand. It is heavy. This is just a normal 6D. What is going on? What is going on? Oh my god. Hello, boss! No one can hear me. It's all great. Boss! No boss is here. So guys, that was my experience going out there. I've got a lot to learn, and I'm really excited because this is a really new experience, and I'm really looking forward to doing more of this kind of stuff and hopefully take you out to London. So I hope you guys can get inspired by this as well, and just go out there and shoot. Just go! I feel really pumped right now because it's something, even if it's not your taste or it didn't go exactly the way you want it to. I mean, I'm talking about this from a perspective of just pure creativity and feeling fulfilled. Not necessarily about a client and doing the job for the client. This is more just as a creative, and we waste so much time having all these brilliant ideas in our head but we never execute them, and we need to just, as creatives, we just need to go out and execute, because when we do that, we'll look back and be like, wow, this is so unique, this is so different, and I've actually got something to show you guys. Without further ado, if we can go jump into Lightroom with me, and we're going to edit some photos. So welcome to Lightroom, and now I'm going to show you this photo that I took that I really like, and how we can put it on steroids and get it looking popping. Just a wee little touch will do just fine. Right, so here you can see the one I did earlier. This is the end result, and this is the starting point. So to get there, what I usually do is I do bracket shooting, which means I'll set the camera to multi-exposures, and then I do this handheld. So I use an image stabilized lens to actually help facilitate that and make it easier for myself. So all you gotta do is, you can see the three photos: normal exposure, lower exposure, and overexposed. You just shift, select all, right click, go to photo merge, HDR, and you will see it's creating a HDR preview. Sometimes you might want to change, play with the auto alignments. I went on low because obviously it's trees, it's moving around the branches and stuff. It really helps just to kind of take away any of that kind of motion blur that you might see in the image. Anyway, I'm just gonna wait for that to load so you can see what I'm talking about. Right, we're gonna cancel that right now. And now, let's just get started. So my workflow is bring down the highlights, up the shadows, get the whites just a touch. So as soon as you start see, like there you go, boom. As soon as you start the little dot there, stop. Get the blacks a wee bit down, and yeah, there we go. Just to get a bit of a silhouette going. Then I up the clarity by 10. Something I do with most landscape shots. It's quite. Then I'll go all the way down to luminance. So I know my camera pretty well. I do 40, and then I'll do sharpening by 60. My rule of thumb that I usually stick to is whatever the luminance is, you minus that by 100. So 40 luminance minus 100 gives me 60 sharpening. Then I'll mask. So to mask, all it does, it just shows you what's sharp. So hold down Alt, bring it up. For this particular photo, I want just that much. That'll be fine. Then I remove chromatic aberration, enable lens profile corrections. I'm not going to really mess around with the auto alignment because it doesn't really need to be done for this photo, to be honest, not in my opinion. I might just do a slight vignette, -5, and that's about it. I don't really mess around with too much. I try to keep it simple as possible because I want to bring the colors to pop. It's quite a colourful photo. I'll do 20 on vibrance just to kind of bring them to life a bit, 40 on contrast half the time, and then the next thing we do is white balance. So we can play around. I'm going to save you a bit of time, so I think for this one what really worked was cloudy. Yeah, cloudy was nice because you get a nice bit of blue and you also get the colours to pop more. Now to make this really nice, in my opinion, is we're going to do 20 and 20 on the temperature, and what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to brush in all these hidden colours here. So we're going to start and just bring them to life a bit, and just to kind of make this photo lovely, really lovely like. Okay. So that's done. Next we do a graduated filter just to kind of add a bit of spice. So -60 is quite a nice one to work with. Just bring that down and do another one and bring that down. There we go, got a bit of a silhouette going on with the trees right now. Next, what I will do is I just want to bring back a bit of the sky. So to do that, we're already on -60 with my brush. We're just going to brush back the sky a little bit. And just over here, get a bit of a vignette going. And yeah, I think I wouldn't really touch too much with this. So I will leave that there. Let me just check on the black just to make sure the silhouette's still going. I want it to be 100%. If there's any kind of photo tutorial or anything you want just to see how I do it, please let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to hear from you. Back. Also guys, big shout out to Lefty. If you like the song you heard, check out Lefty. I'm going to put this, I'm going to put a link in the description box below so you can check out his work. Great artist, worked with him. I've also done his music video, if you have a look.
Prince, no one's seen the witnesses. I just crept off in the night. Ain't no help up in the...
Give him some support and love. Really appreciate it. And that's it guys. I want to do a video a week. And I'll see you in the next video.